This is Tank's Vlog for September 3rd, 2018, Labor Day. This is the daily wrap-up in sports, brought to you by Allow Me to Be Frank, the weekly podcast available on SoundCloud and iTunes. This past week, we had Jerry Thornton on from Barstool, authored the book 5 Rings about the Patriots Dynasty. We did a little NFL preview. And speaking of NFL previews, since it's Labor Day, my NFL preview is up. Check it out. Click the link below. I think you might be a little surprised by who I'm picking to win the Super Bowl. But I think this season is going to mark a return to old-fashioned football, running and defense, and a team that runs the ball well and has a good defense is going to win the big game. So click out the link below. I'll go over it more in depth over the next few days as we get ready for Thursday night's kickoff of the NFL season in Philadelphia. Sunday was another college football game, a primetime game. It was a battle of two ranked teams with number 8 Miami playing LSU, and boy, I tell you, anyone that thought the Hurricanes were back, wrong! I mean, oh, God, what a terrible, disastrous performance by the Hurricanes. Hurricanes? That was more like a drizzle. I mean, they talk about a storm being blown out to sea. I mean, the Hurricanes just absolutely disintegrated in the second quarter. I mean, let's face it, the U is gone. They're never coming back. I think that until they get a suitable stadium on their campus, they're going to have a tough time just getting all these players together. That legacy of the U is now almost 20 years old now. And it's fading. It's fading. Bye-bye, Miami. Baseball. Mets took 2 out of 3 in San Francisco over the weekend. Very good Sunday performance, as Noah Syndergaard struck out 11 and pitched the first complete game of his career while allowing just 2 hits. You got to be impressed. You got to be impressed. There was an absolute top-notch performance by Noah Syndergaard, Thor. He actually looked like Thor today. Meanwhile, the Yankees can't say the same thing about Lance Lynn, as the Yankees pitching staff was absolutely humiliated by the Tigers, losing 11-7. In a recent homestand, the Yankees lost 2 out of 3 to the White Sox and split a 4-game series against the Tigers. You tell me this team is going to far in the playoffs? If they can't beat the White Sox and Tigers, how are they going to beat the A's, Red Sox, and Astros? Right now, the Yankees are a mess. They don't look good. They're not playing good. They're playing uninspired baseball, and I think it's because you have an uninspired manager. And the Yankees wasted an opportunity today because the Red Sox put up just as bad a performance, losing to the White Sox 8-0. As Ken Hawk Harrelson, who was retiring, was honored at, I still call it Comiskey Park. I mean, what the hell? Guaranteed Rate Field? It might be the worst sponsor name in the history of all sponsor names. Cubs beat up the Phillies 8-1 as the Phillies continue to have their problems as of late. Blue Jays beat the Marlins 3-1. It was the Brewers 9-4 all over the Nationals as a Christian Yelich grand slam helped lead the Brewers. Is there any hitter hotter right now than Christian Yelich, who earlier this week hit for the cycle? Now he had a big grand slam. Royals beat the Orioles 9-1 as the Orioles continue to creep closer and closer to the century mark in losses. It was the Reds 6-4 winners over the Cardinals. The Rangers humiliated the Twins with 7 home runs, winning 18-4. The A's all but buried the Mariners today, 8-2. It was the pesky Rays beating the Indians 6-4. Dodgers took over first place in the National League West as Matt Kemp had a walk-off double it was the Rockies, 7-3 winners over the Padres, and now the Rockies are a half game ahead of the Diamondbacks for the wild card chase, and a half game back of the Dodgers for the division race. Don't we have fun building right now in the National League? It was the Braves 5-1 winners over the Pirates, and the Astros doubled up the Angels 4-2. Today's three stars are Noah Syndergaard is our #1 star. Complete game, 2-hitter, 1 earned run allowed, 11 strikeouts as the Mets took 2 out of 3 in San Francisco. Nick Brosette, who had 225 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns for LSU against Miami, and Nomar Mazara of the Rangers, who had 2 home runs in their blowout win over the Twins. Today's birthday shout-out goes to the hero of the 2001 World Series, getting the game-winning hit against the Yankees, Luis Gonzalez, who turns 51. And we take a look back at the first use of instant replay. Yes, the first use of instant replay in baseball was 10 years ago. It came on an Alex Rodriguez home run that he hit over the foul pole and hit a catwalk at Tropicana Field. The home run was allowed to stand, but the Yankees and the instant replay became a permanent part of baseball. It was slowly implemented. It was limited at first, only on home runs, but then more and more plays got called, and now we have full instant replay with manager challenges. And every play that's close, you now have to read a second before realizing if your team won or took a lead. You know, gets the calls right, but sometimes it takes away the drama and like, uh-oh, yeah! Good day.